Hello. Am I too loud? Am I too quiet? How am I? Also, hello. How are you? Am I too loud? Am I too quiet? How am I? Also, how are you? Am I too loud? Am I too quiet? How am I? Also, how are you? Cletus. Seriously? You just literally pushed my laptop almost completely closed. Seriously? You are adorable. Literally pushed my laptop almost completely closed. Seriously? You are adorable. Push my laptop. We're just kind of waiting on my phone at the moment. Because it's not being nice again. We're just kind of waiting on my phone at the moment. Story of my life. It's not being nice again. I got it up. Yay. Okay. Go here, go here. Sorry for that, because I don't need to see my home stream as I'm streaming. Oh, I could just click there. How are you, Sitsu?
Hi, I'm Nancy Drew. Since you can tell a lot about a person by where he or she lives,
I forgot to pull it up. My bad. Okay.
I'd introduce myself by showing you my room. As you can see, I keep it pretty neat. Of course, I don't.
Are you able to see the screen of the game? Okay, thank you so much. So what happened after the crash is that I went from the front desk to Yanni. Yanni told me about his grandmother got murdered. That was fun. And now I think we're supposed to talk to Ollie, but I don't remember because I was a little bit everywhere last stream. Like after it ended, I'm just like, oh.
What you need?
Okay.
I couldn't help but overhear the argument you and Ms. Camillo had.
She messed up my rifle so I couldn't shoot that wolf, so I tossed her out. Told her to take her little crusade somewhere else.
Do you think she was responsible for any of the other stuff that happened around here?
Anybody who deliberately sabotages a man's rifle is capable of anything. But at least now I know why I missed that wolf. And like I told her as I was giving her the bum's rush, next time, I won't miss.
I'll let you get back to work.
Keep me posted.
Well, Master's gonna be upset if he's not in here. He's gonna miss waifu. Oh, I thought you knew how to Muppet. So, waifu is Chantel. Chantel is the main person of the lodge. And if you ever heard of Nancy Drew, I don't know what Nancy Drew would translate into in French, but she's a... That's okay. English is hard even for those who know how to speak it and have been speaking it their entire lives. It's not fun. So, basically, we are trying to figure out... Here, actually, this will be easier. I'll read the case deal. So, we're heading to Icicle Creek Lodge, a small lodge deep in the Canadian Rockies of Alberta, Canada. That's a place in Canada. I think that's an area that speaks French, but I'm not sure. And try to figure out why so many accidents have been happening there. The woman who runs the lodge, Chantal Monique, called me out of the blue saying that Bet and Ed Raleigh, oh, I can't read today, from Saddle Ranch, again, I'm eventually going to stream someday, I hope, have recommended me. She sounded so desperate that I couldn't refuse. She said that she was on her way to Edmonton to meet with her lawyer, so her handyman, Ollie Rondell, will pick me up from the airport. She told me it's been really cold and snowy there, and that I should pack accordingly. And then she said something about a wolf. The connection was getting pretty bad and I could barely hear her, but I'm pretty sure she said the word prowling? Or was it howling? Along with dangerous and be careful. Accidents are one thing, but wild animals? I hope I know what I'm gonna need to. Mask! Mask, 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 mask. Hold on. That's the wrong thing. There we go. Yay! Perfect timing, by the way, mask.
Hello?
Hi, Chantal. It's Nancy
You're a
again.
moderator!
What's up?
What? What do you mean there's... Ow. Ow. What do you mean there's nothing to report? No! No! Ah! That's sad.
Nothing
No.
else to report.
Answers, Nancy. I need answers.
Oh, Nash, what did you send? I forgot to fix it. Ah, I'm so sorry, Nash. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm really sorry. Shush it, Mask. I am new to this. Okay. Me too. Yes, which means we did breakfast. Almost time for lunch. What are we supposed to do? I really forgot how we're supposed to do this.
Check.
Been there, done that. Okay. Night, Shih Tzu. Have a good night. I hope you sleep well. Talk to you tomorrow.
Nancy, hi! What the heck happened out there?
Actually, I'm not quite sure.
I walked out to Icicle Lake to see how you were doing in the fishing shack, only there wasn't any fishing shack. There wasn't even a lake. The ice was all busted up like somebody dropped a bomb on it.
All I know is after I caught that 2-foot northern pike, I walked outside and someone knocked me unconscious with an ice ball. The next thing I knew, there was an explosion and I was on an ice floe in the middle of the lake with no coat and no fish.
Somebody decked you with an ice ball and blew up the lake? Holy moly!
Probably you. Couldn't stand the thought of losing to a girl.
Har har. The good
Mask,
news
he
is
said
you're
har.
okay. The bad news? No more ice fishing.
Well, I'd better get back to work.
Okie dokie.
Nish, I can. But I can't do anything until this guy right here is goodbye.
What's up?
So let's talk with him
So
again.
you go to school in California?
Yep. University of California at Brea.
What kind of degree are you working on?
Master of Fine Arts.
Cool. So what's your favorite medium?
What is this, like the Spanish Inquisition?
Hey, give her a break. She's
There
just
we
trying to make
go.
pleasant
I got the reaction
conversation.
I wanted.
Oh, right. My favorite medium? Dirt.
You paint with dirt?
I create works of art by manipulating naturally occurring geophysical substances like dirt. Sometimes I
sus.
just use my hands,
None of
but
sus of that
most
one,
of the
girl.
time heavy machinery is involved.
Oh, brother.
Nobody understands my art, but that's cool. To be great is to be misunderstood. FYI, Ralph Waldo Emerson said that.
What do you think about all the weird things that have been happening around here?
I think they're kind of cool. Accidents make life colorful, you know?
No.
You wouldn't be saying that if you were the one who'd slipped on those ice-covered stairs, or eaten that bad potato salad, or had those 4 flat tires.
Hey, I had that broken window.
Broken window?
I went snowshoeing on like the 3rd day I was here, and when I got back, the window in my room was broken. Glass was all over the place.
Who broke it?
Don't know. Don't
I know, but I'm
what
not saying
broke
anything.
it either. There was no rock on the floor, no bullet, no nothing.
It was the wolf. Tried to jump up into your room, but didn't quite make it.
That's bogus, dude. My room's on the second floor, and besides, wolves don't do stuff like that.
Hey, that wolf does a lot of stuff wolves aren't supposed to do. That's why it needs to be hunted down.
It's just doing its thing, man. Get off its case. Anyway, my window broke and nobody knows why. Pretty awesome, huh?
Do you ever see anyone else when you're out there snowshoeing?
I see that Yanni guy sometimes. I'll be plodding along and he'll go zooming by. Those skis of his are like rockets, man. He's all like, zicky zoom.
Do you ever hear explosions?
Yeah, and they freak me out. It doesn't take a very big sound to trigger an avalanche. And when you're out there by yourself, nothing will ruin your day faster than a couple of tons of snow roaring your way at 100 miles an hour.
Tell me about it. Is this your first time at the lodge?
Yep. My car broke down on my way to Lake Louise last summer. Pulled in here to wait for the tow truck and figured it'd be a cool place to visit during the winter, so here I am.
So, you like to snowshoe?
I like doing stuff outside. Snowshoeing's about all I can afford.
Is it a hard sport to learn?
You don't learn how to snowshoe. If you need to get through snow that's too deep to walk through, you slap on some snowshoes and you just do it.
I'll catch you later.
Happy trails.
Oh yeah, you told me that now. How are you, Nish?
Order up.
Okay. Well, that's easy. One of everything. Cheese, lettuce, pickles, tomato, onion, mustard, ketchup.
Order up.
Typical. Cheese, lettuce, 2 pickle, tomato, onion, mustard, ketchup.
Order up.
Oh my goodness, Mask. Well, I hope you feel better. 2 lettuce, no pickles, no tomato. Cheese, 2 lettuce. Pickle, onion, tomato? No, just pickle and tomato.
Order up.
Same thing except 2 pickle, 2 lettuce. Right, tomato, onion? No tomato, onion. Okay.
The snow's so deep, I'm sinking up to my knees. I can't stop shivering. I need to get in and out of the cold like soon.
Oh, Nancy, you're okay.
Ah, warm again.
What's that?
That's for me.
Nancy, because of the oh, I couldn't say it the first time I did this. Nanthrill, oh my god, of a handyman, I have been forced to return home. Please call me when it comes to the White Wolf. There's much to talk about. Lou. And then another. I don't remember what that word means. So it's a no.
Hello?
Miss Camillo, hi, it's Nancy Drew from Icicle Creek Lodge.
Yes, hello. Is the wolf all right?
Well, Ollie hasn't succeeded in shooting or
Sorry.
trapping it yet, if that's what you mean. But I'm not going to tell you any more until you tell me who you really are.
All right. I'm a member of Run and Grow Free. As you may or may not know, that's an organization dedicated to the protection of wild animals. I went to the lodge to make sure nothing happened to that wolf. See, we're trying desperately to arrange to have it captured and transported to a sanctuary. But so far, all the ones we've contacted are full. And unless and until we find a place for it, all we can do is try to protect it. Now tell me more about the contact you've had with the wolf.
When I was trapped out on the lake without a coat, it dragged one to the shore and left it there for me.
It may have sensed you were in trouble, or its behavior may have been totally random. But either way, the fact that the wolf didn't simply run away from you is very bad news.
It is?
Wolves and humans simply do not mix. While wolves may appear to be similar to dogs, behaviors that have been bred out of dogs after thousands of years of domestication are still instinctive to wolves. Training a wolf to behave like a dog may mask those instincts, but it cannot eradicate them. For that reason, no matter how sociable the wolf may appear, instinct can at any moment rear its ugly head with devastating results for any humans involved and for the wolf. Especially for the wolf, who will have simply been doing what comes naturally.
Oops.
So the fact that this wolf doesn't seem to be that afraid of people could lead people to think they don't have to be afraid of it.
Precisely. It could make them forget that all wolves are, first and foremost, wild. And while we're on the subject, do not ever, ever give in to the temptation to feed the wolf. For one thing, a wolf's jaws are twice as powerful as a German shepherd's, and should your hand happen to get in its way when it tries to feed...
I get the picture.
For another thing, making the wolf dependent upon you for food would seal its doom. It sounds strange, Nancy, but the very best thing you can do for that wolf is nothing.
Are you the one who wrecked all the gear that was in the fishing shack?
Yes, that was me. I was afraid that Bill Kessler fellow would encounter the wolf on one of his trips out to the shack, and that it would end badly for the
Close.
wolf.
Thank you.
So I did a number on his equipment. I've
gotta refill
done
my
worse
bottle.
while working on
Turn
behalf
my
of
water
Run
soon.
and Grow Free. Believe me.
So, are you kind of an expert on wolves?
Oh, good heavens, no. Although I probably know more about them than most people do, which unfortunately isn't saying much.
Things like what?
Well, I know that a wolf that lives by itself, like the one up there at the lodge, a lone wolf, if you will, a wolf like that is called a disperser. And I know that 95% of the wolf's natural habitat down here in the lower 48 states has disappeared. And I know some people, a lot of people, couldn't care less. But it seems to me that wolves have just as much right to go about their business in this country as we humans do. After all, they were here first.
Why can't the group you belong to just capture the wolf, take it out to the middle of nowhere, and let it go?
Because unfortunately, there's really no such place as nowhere anymore. We humans are, or can be, everywhere. Plus, wolves can travel great distances. Contact with humans would be inevitable. And since this wolf has obviously lost its fear of humans, it would be an easy target for anyone prone to shoot first and ask questions later. No, a sanctuary sanctuary is the only place where it would be truly safe.
Why didn't you just come out and tell the people at Icicle Creek Lodge that you were there to protect the wolf?
Because I assumed, and quite correctly as it turns out, that very few people there would be sympathetic to my cause. Had I not been undercover, they may have tried to foil my efforts. Instead, I was able to foil theirs. For a while, at least.
Did you ever hear any explosions while you were staying at Icicle Creek Lodge?
Yes, as a matter of fact, I heard several.
Do you have any idea what caused them?
My first thought was that Ollie had completely lost it and was going after the wolf with explosives. But when I realized that even he wasn't that stupid, I assumed it was someone clearing an avalanche or a downed tree or something. While we're on the subject of explosions,
No.
did anyone ever figure out what made the bunkhouse blow up like that?
The sheriff says it was plastic explosives.
Wow, that's serious. No offense, but it sounds to me like instead of hiring a new maid, the owner of the lodge should have hired herself a detective.
Yeah.
No, that's totally not what we are.
Aren't there any government agencies that can take care of the wolf?
For the most part, and especially up there, wolves are considered to be pests. If a government agency got involved, it would take care of the wolf all right. Permanently.
What? Sorry you had to hear that, Mask.
What's a sanctuary?
It's a facility where wolves can live out their lives in as natural a setting as possible in the company of other wolves.
You mean like a zoo?
No, sanctuaries are usually not open to the general public. And while educating visitors about wolves is certainly one of their goals, their primary concern is preserving the animals they take in. Unfortunately, the more humans encroach on wolves' natural habitat, the more crowded the sanctuaries become.
It gets so cold here at night. Will the wolf be
You
okay?
ate it all.
Not only are wolves built to withstand cold temperatures, but they know instinctively what to do to survive in extreme conditions. If they didn't, they would have disappeared from the earth eons ago.
That's it for now.
I remember what
Thanks for
Eon
calling.
is.
Oh, and from now on, call me Lupe. I think you've earned
Oh,
that
it's
right.
okay. Scooby. Sit.
Hello?
Hi, it's Nancy Drew.
I'm glad you called. Ollie tells me Guadalupe Camillo checked out.
Actually, it was more like Ollie threw her out.
Well, good riddance, right? I mean, he said she was an environmental nut job. In fact, he said he wouldn't be surprised if she's the one who caused those accidents and blew up the bunkhouse.
It wouldn't surprise me either.
Wonderful. Then I can tell my lawyers that the case is closed and come home.
Well, the case isn't closed yet. I still have to come up with proof.
Oh, that. Well, the lodge is probably better off without her in any case. Although she did pay for her stay in advance. And in cash. Cash is good. Oh well. Anything else to report?
Did you know that Ollie is building a trap to catch the wolf that's been hanging around?
No, but he told me he'd been having trouble shooting it, so good for him. Whatever it takes to get rid of it.
But why does he need to get
Waifu.
rid of it? It's not hurting anything.
It's freaking out my guests, which means it's hurting my bottom line, especially on top of everything else that's been happening.
But why not, say, call a wolf sanctuary and have them come and take the wolf away? That would certainly be more humane.
Look, Ollie's had
I'm
a lot
so
of
sorry,
experience
Mask.
with varmints or whatever he calls them, so I have to assume that he knows best. In fact, I think he used to hunt wolves for food. Or was that bears? Lions, tigers, bears, wolves, they're all a huge insurance risk for someone in my business. So I don't care how Ollie does it. I just want that wolf gone. ASAP.
I'm sorry.
Nothing else to report.
I have to get going too. Bye.
Oh, Mask, breathe, calm. It's okay. It's okay. I will protect the wolf.
Hey, Nancy. What you need?
I'd better go.
Always a pleasure.
Ned. Ned, save me. Oops.
Hey, Nance.
Hi, Ned.
What's going on?
Bad news. Chantal is insisting that if I need help, I get it from this police consultant she hired, a guy named Tino Balducci.
Tino Balducci? Not that cop
That's
who...
the one.
How does Chantal know him?
Someone introduced them and he charmed her into hiring him, and now I have to get all my hints from him.
Well, I'm sure he'll be very helpful. Not as helpful as, say, I would have been, of course, but very helpful.
Yanni Volkstaya, the cross-country skier,
Jelly.
someone threw a bomb at him while he was out on the slopes training.
A bomb? You mean like a grenade or something?
I guess. I heard the explosion myself.
Why would someone do that?
He says the people he competes against are totally ruthless. In fact, he's convinced they're the ones who blew up the bunkhouse. He thinks they were trying to intimidate him.
And what do you think?
I think he's just being paranoid. Someone may be using explosives around here, but I really don't think they're doing it just to get rid of Yanni Volkstaya.
Then why are they using them?
That I intend to find out.
Good idea.
Are you familiar with a book by Jack London called The Call of the Wild?
Sure, it's about a dog who winds up leading a pack of wolves. It's a classic. Why do you ask?
Because I found a copy of it in Lou's room.
Interesting. Maybe he's got something to do with the wolf that's been lurking around outside the lodge.
I was thinking the same
Nope.
thing.
Wrong thing.
He does spend a lot of time outside by himself. He says he's snowshoeing, but maybe he's up to something else. Something that ties in with the wolf somehow.
Or maybe the fact that he's reading that book is all just a big coincidence.
Yeah, that could be too.
As I recall, it was a pretty good book.
The guy who built Icicle Creek Lodge also built this weird concrete pyramid thing nearby that everyone calls Trapper Dan's Needle.
What's it for?
No one knows, but there was a piece of black nylon-type fabric sticking out of it. Like there's a door in it and someone had snagged their clothes on it on their way in.
So you think there's a door, but you can't see one?
Right.
We'll just keep poking around. If something's got a front door, it usually has a back door, too.
Someone dressed in a black snowmobiling suit decked me with an ice ball. And when I came to, the lake had been blown to pieces and I was stranded on an ice floe.
Are you okay?
I am now. But remember that piece of black fabric I saw sticking out of Trapper Dan's needle?
You think it came from the clothes the guy who threw the ice ball was wearing?
It's a definite possibility. And if that person also blew up the lake, he or she could be the same person who blew up the bunkhouse.
Which means if you come across someone who owns a black snowmobiling suit that's missing a piece of fabric, you probably found your culprit.
Ollie's on the avalanche patrol, which means he knows how to handle explosives.
Could he be the mad bomber?
He's got the temperament for it, I can guarantee you that. What I'm not sure about is why he'd be the mad bomber. Although he did mention that he wanted to get back into ranching for himself.
What's stopping him?
No property and no cash. Which reminds me, Chantal hasn't gotten around to giving him the raise she promised him. He seemed a tad bitter about that.
Maybe
Chad?
he figures if he wreaks enough havoc around there, Chantal will shut down the lodge and sell it to him for next to nothing. Not only will he get property, he'll get revenge.
You really think she'd sell the lodge to Ollie?
Of course not, but if Ollie thinks that, he could easily be your guy.
It was great talking to you.
You can call me anytime. Got that?
Got it. Bye.
We need you to give me the thing that we can progress. Please.
Hello?
Hi, Chantal. It's Nancy again.
What's up?
Nothing else to report.
I have to get going too. Bye.
Sheriff's office, this is Mohican.
Hi, this is Nancy Drew again.
Yes?
One of the guests at the hotel, Yanni Volkstaya, he says someone threw a bomb at him while he was out skiing.
Well, did he see who it was?
He didn't see anything except the explosion, which apparently went off right next to him.
Was he hurt?
No,
Why are you telling me this instead of him?
because he's a cross-country skiing champion and he's convinced it was one of his competitors. Apparently the governments of the people he's beaten are as ruthless as they are sore losers.
So what do you want me to do?
I just thought you should know that his life may be in danger.
Well, if this Yanni guy wasn't concerned enough to call us, I don't see what good we can do. Life's too short, we're too understaffed, and it's just too darn cold to go traipsing around out there for nothing.
I'll let you get back to work.
Goodbye.
Hello?
Hi, Chantal. It's Nancy again.
What's up?
Nothing else to report.
Good. Talk to you soon.
Hey, Nancy. What you need?
I think that'll do it.
Always a pleasure.
Okay. Um.
Been there, done that.
I don't know what we're supposed to do next. I don't remember how I got there. Wolf. Whoops. Okay then. Oh boy. Don't get too confident. Oh.
That ought to do it.
We did it. That was so close.
Ah, warm again.
Thank you. I was hoping you wouldn't catch that.
Hello?
Hi, Chantal. It's Nancy again.
What's up?
You'll hear from me again later.
Answers, Nancy.
I need answers. Yeah, I know. I don't know what I'm supposed to do next. Also, Mask, I told you I was having an object attack, basically.
How can I help you?
Ever see Lou Talbot when you're out there training?
The college student? Just yesterday I had to slow down to avoid colliding with him. It ruined my whole session.
You're busy, so I'll let you go.
Kavichinaya.
What you need?
I'll let you get back to work.
If you need anything, just holler.
I might have to look up how to get back to that point. Because I know what to do after I get to the one thingy that I have to fill out. Or not. I really don't know what I'm doing wrong here. I'm gonna have to look it up because I don't know what I'm supposed to be doing. Do. Whoops. Okay, I figured it out. I forgot about that part. Completely. Like, I totally forgot I had to do that. What's this one? Not the skating pond. Ooh, too far. We need to go here. Well, I mean, we would have gotten to the part that I needed to be at if I wasn't a dum-dum. Come on, crater. We are looking for the crater. I think it's right up there. No, what? Hold on. I'm pretty sure I'm a dum-dum most days. Whoops. What do you mean, possibly? Either am or I'm not. There's the crater. Crater, 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 crater. Oops, that's too far. My watch got charged, so I had to put it on real quick. Okay.
Wonder what kind of rocks those are.
Okay, we did that. Let's get out of here. On to the next part. Aroo!
Ah, much better. I was really cold.
Hello?
Hi, Chantal. It's Nancy again.
What's up?
What? What did I... Hold on. Where was I dum-dum? I don't understand how I was dum-dum this time.
You'll hear from me again later.
Answers, Nancy.
I need answers. Yeah, I know. Yeah, that is weird though. Wait, you can... Oh boy! Also, haven't you ever noticed that when we talk to Lou about his favorite medium, he says dirt? But if we were to go up to his room... These are oil paints and pastels. And there's some weird bottle. He might as well be a dirty liar if he's playing in dirt. Chantal. Give me what I need to, please.
Hello?
Hi, Chantal. It's Nancy again.
What's up?
That's it for now.
Answers, Nancy.
I need answers. Please tell me we don't have to restart again. Still stuck. Where are you going? How dare you? Cletus left me.
Sheriff's office, this is Mohican.
Hi, this is Nancy Drew again.
Yes,
I'll let you get back to work.
goodbye.
I think I messed up again, that's why. Not because I got fed up of hearing the wolf murderer. Besides, you hear the most from her in the beginning. I don't know. He's just kind of laying outside my door staring at me. Probably gonna fall asleep. I don't think she wants Wolfie dead. I think she just wants Wolfie gone. No matter what way. I think she'll be happy if the Wolfie will also be taken to like a sanctuary or something. There is no way of making that happy. Okay, well, because we should have been able to have an option where we can ask about the snowshoes, and we haven't. So, I don't know what to do, because I really don't want to restart again, because I was a dum-dum, but I might just have to because I can't get any further.
How can I help you?
I've disturbed you long enough.
We'll talk again, I'm sure.
I did exactly
What you need?
everything the website
That's all
said,
the questions I had.
Good.
and it was the official Nancy Drew website.
Hello again.
Well, I'll let you get back to beating Lou.
Okie dokie.
What's up?
Well, good luck with the game.
Been real.
No, it's because I messed up. Oh my goodness. But I'm Nancy. I play as Nancy. Would you like wife you again if we went back and didn't find out that she doesn't want the wolf? Would that make you love her again? Dear Jesus mask. Because we're not giving us snowshoes. Okay, we gotta make this quick. Yeah. True. Hurry, Nancy, hurry. Hurry, Nancy. I need you to hurry.
I'm not going out there again. Too dangerous.
Does that mean we can call Chantal now?
Once the sun sets, it's going to get really cold. I'd better head back. I feel warmer already.
So that was not it. There we go. Pressed a 5 instead of a 4.
Hello?
Hi, Chantal. It's Nancy again.
What's up?
You'll hear from me again later.
I have to get going too. Bye.
No need to go in there till it's time to cook.
Okay. 2 salmon. 1 salmon. Okay, now we just wait for those to cook. That was quick. Two egg, 2 pepper, 2 anchovy. Oh shoot. 2 egg, 2 pepper, 2 spinach, 1 tomato, 1 anchovy, 1 carrot, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1.
Order up!
Awesome. One egg, 1 carrot, 2 spinach, 2 cucumber, 3 pepper. I already forgot that. And it was 1 egg. 1 egg, 2 pepper, 3 pepper, no tomato, 2 spinach. One of these have 2 cucumber nut. Oh, there's no croutons! Ah, I'm horrible at this. Don't mind me. 1 egg, 3 pepper, 2 spinach or 1 spinach? 2 spinach. 1 carrot, 2 cucumber.
Order up.
1 spinach, 1 carrot, 1 cucumber. Two croutons.
Order up.
Two carrots, 2 cucumbers, 2 croutons.
Order up.
2 pepper, 2 cucumber, 3 croutons. Okay. 2, 3. Yes.
Call 1555 Mystico and prepare to be amazed.
Well, I did not mean to do that. That's what I get for button smashing my laptop. Nope. Ah, it's close. Not that number. I think I did it right. 5, MY. Ah, I see where I went wrong.
Who dares disturb the
There we go.
concentration of Mystico the Magnificent?
I'm sorry. This is Nancy Drew.
Nancy Drew, I see your future clear as tape. I see a white wolf and a dark figure named Bruno.
Bruno?
But beware, Nancy Drew, the wolf will only lead to danger and intrigue.
Cool. I mean, yes, Mystico.
The Magnificent.
Huh?
You're supposed to say Mystico the Magnificent.
Oh, right. Yes, Mystico the Magnificent.
So, Nancy Drew, what secrets from the beyond do you seek?
Some spice in my life?
Ah, who do you think I am?
A gun-toting
Ah,
thug, a washed-up
wrong
actor,
one.
an antique stealer, a diamond thief, an old man, an art aficionado, a hillbilly, an art director, a whale lover, a flannel-wearing cuisinier, a sneeveling brat, a quack, a social climber, a flaneuse, a two-headed monster? You have incurred the wrath of Mystico. From this moment forward, bad luck shall creep behind you like a malevolent shadow. Mystico has spoken.
Okay. 2 French toast, 2 Canadian bacon. 3 French toast, 2 Canadian bacon. Two French toast, 2 Canadian bacon. Three French toast, 2 Canadian bacon.
Order up.
2 French toast, 2 Canadian bacon. One French toast, 3 Canadian bacon. Three spinach, 3 cheese. Two spinach. No cheese, no olives.
Order up. Order up. Order up.
Awesome. Chantal.
Hello?
Hi, Chantal. It's Nancy again.
What's up?
Nothing else to report.
Answers, Nancy. I need answers.
Okay. One more idea, and then I'm restarting. Oh, shush it. No.
No more avalanches for me, thank you very much. I feel warmer already.
Hello?
Hi, Chantal. It's Nancy again.
What's up?
I'd better get back to work.
I have to get going too. Bye.
Hey, Nancy. What you need?
I think that'll do it.
Don't be a stranger. Hi, Nance.
Hey, Ned.
Everything all right?
Gotta go. I'll call you again.
I miss you, you know.
I miss you too. Bye, Ned.
Okay. Awesome.
Hello?
Hi, Carl. This is Nancy Drew again.
Can't talk now. Sorry. No, no, no. Ah.
You've reached the happy home of Brenda and Derek Southwaite.
Unhappily, we're not at home right now. In fact, we won't be back for a couple of weeks, so why don't you just call back then?
In the meantime, we set the alarm, so if you're calling because you're thinking about burglarizing us, think again.
You don't tell someone that. Okay. This is gonna be awful, but I'm gonna read everything I'm about to see. Chantal knows Bet and Ed Rowley, the couple who owned Shadow Ranch, when they heard about about the problem that she was having at Icicle Creek Lodge. They recommend me. I hope I don't let any of them down. It's really cold here. I'm going to be careful whenever I'm outside. If I get too cold and I can end up with hypothermia. Which means if I'm outside and I start shivering really bad, I better get inside or else. There's an set of employee instructions in my room, as well as the computer in the lobby. Since it looks like I'm going to be chef, cook, and bottle washer around here, I better get a good look. And I remember to call Ned from time to time, just in case. Absence doesn't make the heart grow fonder, after all. It could be a good idea to talk to as many as the former guest / accident victims as I can. The phone numbers are probably logged in probably in the lodge's computer. Apparently, one of my duties as an employee here at the lodge is to call avalanche patrol and report any avalanches I know about. The displays case in the lobby has a whole bunch of information about Trapper Dan, the guy who built Icicle Creek Lodge. What a carrot he must have been. Freddie left me a note that if I engage her in another snowfall fight, she'll tell me the secret for staying warm when she's outside. Sounds like a deal to me. I called the number I found in the fishing shack and reached Run and Froggery, a group that's dedicated to protection of wild animals. Unfortunately, all I got was a recording. I would have liked to ask whether anyone here is a member. If so, the plot would have thickened big time. The Snow Princess of Bicycle Creek Lodge, Freddie, let me in on a secret of staying outside all day. An ultimate supply of toasty packs. She's going to give me one from now on whenever I be here in a snowball fight. So if I ever need to stay outside for a long time, I'll just have to battle with her and stock up. It's about time you start. I'm trying, okay? I'm trying my best. But we might have to restart because I think I messed up really bad again. Ollie's little girl, Freddie, oh my lord, has built a snowball fort in the driveway and won't let me pass until I have a snowball fight with her. And she must be very lonely, and she must have the hide of a polar bear. How else could she possibly stay outside when it's stay outside for so long in this freezing cold weather? Lupe just doesn't seem like a bird watcher to me. But if she's not watching bursts of binoculars, what is she doing here? Bill Kessler says he came here for ice fishing, but he sure doesn't look that outdoorsy to me. And he spends all the time playing fox and geese with Lou Talbot. At least it looks like that's what they're doing. Maybe they're actually working together? But to do what? Another thing, Bill Kessler works in construction, which means which sometimes involves demolition, which sometimes involves explosives. In light of what happened to the bunkhouse, he's definitely a suspect. It's hard to believe that anyone could be so ambitious and as stupid as Yanni Volskaya seems to be. But then he is training to be for an international skiing event. Maybe that's the way all world-class athletes act. Lou Talbot is like, it's all like totally laid back, man. He's not playing fox and geese with Bill Kessler. He's out snowshoeing. That's what he says he's doing. Then he sticks up for the wolf. Makes me wonder if there's some kind of connection between them. But what could it be? Lupe told me that the clock in her room is missing. If that's the clock I found, and if it was used to blow up as the timer on the bomb that blew up the bunkhouse, either someone stole it from her room to make her look like the bomber, or she is the bomber. And told me about the clock in order to divert suspicion from herself. When I called Avalanche Patrol to report the avalanche at Chicken Ridge, I found out that Ollie's on patrol, and that the patrol routinely uses explosives to reduce the risk of avalanches, which means Ollie knows a thing or two about explosives. And if the bomber blew up the bunkhouse with the timer, I like to think it was Ollie. Ollie could have planned it earlier and rigged it to go off just as he and I were driving into the lodge. Yanni said that someone threw a bomb at him while he was out training. He thinks it was one of his competitors trying to frighten him into quitting. That would explain the critter I found and the ski tracks, but it was hard to believe that someone would actually go to such extremes. Maybe Yanni could be lying. But why? Somebody decked me with an ice ball, then blew up the lake with me on it. I barely managed to escape. Believe me, from here on out, I'm keeping my eyes peeled for anyone wearing a black snowmobile outfit with a throwing arm like Roger Clem's. Yikes, Ollie went to Guadalupe's room and accused her of tinkering with his rifle so he couldn't shoot the wolf. He was absolutely livid. She was also insulted, or at least that's what it sounded like she was, that she left and went home. And so, suspects bite the dust, or is that's what she wants people to think. Breaking news. Lupe admitted that the real reason she came to Icicle Creek Lodge was to protect the White Wolf. But when I coming down in the bunkhouse blow up and all the other bad stuff that's happening here, does that make oh, sorry. Oh jeez. Does that make her less of a suspect or more? Mask, are you dead? Did you die? Oh, here's your clue page. Well, I called the sheriff and he said that someone deliberately blew up the bunkhouse using a plastic explosive called C4. So I need to be on the lookout for anyone around here who has knowledge of or access to explosives. There's a black piece of material sticking out of that needle thing that Trapper Dan built. It looks like there's a door hidden in it somewhere, and someone wearing black snugged his or her or their clothes on it while going through it. So if I run into someone wearing sorry, notification on my phone got my attention. Where was I? And someone wearing black, nope, going through it. So if I run into someone wearing something black that has a hole in it, I'll be asking a lot of questions. Bill Kessler wants to see if I can catch a bigger fish than he can. But when I went up to the fishing shack on Icicle Lake, I discovered that someone had torn the place apart. Maybe the clue I found on a phone number written on a piece of a cover of a bird book will help me figure out who did it. Bird book. Oh, Jesus. Oh, excuse me. What's this? So much reading. When I was following some wolf tracks, I heard an explosion, and next thing I knew, I was totally buried in an avalanche. But the next I know, the White Wolf was digging me up. I have no clue why, but it saved my life. Which means in addition to everything else, I've got to figure out what the deal is. While stuck out on the ice, the White Wolf left a jacket for me on the shore. I would have frozen when I finally got off the ice if it hadn't. But why did it help me like that? Has it been trained? Maybe if I keep following the tracks, it will lead me somewhere for answers. Oh, I'm horrible at reading out loud. Well, that's all the reading.
Hello?
Hi, Chantal. It's Nancy again.
What's up?
You'll hear from me again later.
Good. Talk to you soon.
Okay. I give up on trying to figure out what I did wrong and how to fix it because this game is like, oh, you did this wrong, so now you can't go back and fix it. You have to do it the certain way that the game is programmed. So, actually,
Hi, I'm Nancy Drew. Since you can tell a lot about a person by where he or she lives, I thought I'd introduce myself by showing you my room. As you can see, I keep it pretty neat. Of course, I don't spend that much time in here.
okay, so let's see how far we can get before I end stream.
When Chantal told me you were just a young thing, well, I thought she was pulling my leg. But you're not much older than my little girl, Freddie.
Well, if one of the people at the lodge is to blame for all those accidents, Chantal thinks somebody like me has a better chance of figuring out who it is than somebody more, hard-nosed.
Chantal has a bad habit of making up her mind without thinking things clear through. No need for you to tell her I said that, of course.
Is she still in Edmonton?
Afraid so. Insurance company's giving her and her lawyers a real hard time. Left running the lodge up to me. Which is why I'm not real crazy about the idea of having somebody new underfoot. Especially if something else happens.
I won't be underfoot, Mr. Randall, and I may be young, but I'm no novice when it comes to solving mysteries.
We're here, so you'll get to prove yourself soon enough. You hear that? here at the lodge is accounted for.
That's where Elsa and Becky had been living. Guess it was a good thing they quit after all. Elsa was my maid and Becky was my cook. Does the sheriff have any idea why the bunkhouse exploded?
He said he'd know more after the lab was done running tests on the debris he'd collected. He did say the blast was pretty powerful.
One of his deputies found the knob to the back door clear out on the highway.
That does it. Nancy, you have to find out who or what is behind these incidents, and you have to do it fast.
You sure you don't want to give your daddy a call?
My dad runs a whole chain of resorts, Ollie. If you think I'm going to admit to him that I can't handle running just one, guess again. Besides, Nancy comes highly recommended, and I'm sure she's got a foolproof plan for getting to the bottom of this. Don't you, Nancy?
Well, I was thinking that maybe I'd just be your new maid.
You want to be my maid?
That would give me access to everyone's room, and I could question people without making them overly suspicious.
Oh, yeah, that's an excellent idea. All right, you're my new maid. In fact, you're my new cook, too.
Your cook?
That way, Ollie can stop pretending he can even read a recipe, let alone follow one. You'll have even more excuses to talk to the guests, and I won't have to pay anyone.
Well, I think that's a fine idea, ma'am.
Now, we're not taking any more guests until this accident thing is cleared up. So I want both of you to make sure that the 4 guests we have are well taken care of. Especially that Olympic caliber cross-country skier from Fredonia, Yanni Messiah. The flair he brings to the lodge is just what I need to attract a European jet-setting crowd.
I'm gonna be pretty busy trying to get rid of that wolf, Chantal.
We heard it howl last night, just before the bunkhouse blew up.
Well, do whatever you have to, Ollie. Oh, and Nancy, I want you to call this police detective I've hired as a consultant. I put his number on the phone there at the lodge. In fact, I think you know him. Tino Balducci? I gotta go. My lawyer's here. Good luck, you guys, and keep me posted. Coming!
Tino Balducci.
I'll get you a master key and leave it in your room. If you need anything else, I'll be in the basement.
Skating pump. Report all avalanches. This must be the key Ollie said he'd leave for me.
I'm just like trying to get quickly backward to where we were.
Looks like Elsa was having major boyfriend problems.
Bless you.
Chantal, this is my formal notice of resignation. Please call me at 555-2383 if you expect any delay with the check. Elsa.
Okay, mask. Man, I tried not to miss any steps, now that I know what I'm supposed to do. Oh, that's cute!
This must be where I drop the laundry bag after I'm done cleaning all the rooms. Bone which Trapper Dan found near the lodge. He believed it came from a race of giants known as Rexes. The bone's not there. Wonder what happened to it.
Which one's the ones that talk?
Young and old alike have stayed at Icicle Creek Lodge throughout its 100-year history. Looks like some of the pictures are missing. Trapper Dan, seen here with his pet pig, Mary.
Well, hello there. You must be the new maid Ollie told us about. I'm Bill Kessler. This guy's Lou Talbot.
Hey,
What's your name again?
Nancy Drew. Just thought I'd come over and say hello.
Well, Lou here's a grad student. Art major of all things. You're probably gonna need a jackhammer and some hydrochloric acid to clean his room, eh?
Whoops.
Have you two been at the lodge for a while?
About a week, I guess. I checked in right after he did. We sat down after breakfast
Oh,
one
you're so
morning and
cute.
discovered that this fox and geese game is pretty darn fun. I've been whipping his tail ever since.
You didn't just come here to play games, did you?
Heck no. I came for the ice fishing. Of course, knowing there's a renegade wolf running around is kinda dampened my enthusiasm.
Have you seen the wolf?
Just heard it. Every night since I've been here, in fact. Gets creepier each time. They should get rid of it, and the sooner the better. They didn't put up with wolves prowling around this place 40 years ago, and they shouldn't put up with them now.
who would argue, Little Red Riding Hood? That wolf's not hurting anybody. People should just leave it alone.
You'll be singing a different tune when it has some little kid for breakfast, then has you for lunch.
Not gonna happen, dude.
Trust me, if something bad can happen, chances are it eventually will, dude. Hey, I know what you can do. Shovel the snow off the skating pond so we can do some speed skating. Lou here thinks he's faster than me.
You're like ancient. Of course I'm faster than you.
You may have youth on your side, my friend, but I've been working construction since before you were born, which means I am more fit now than you will ever be. Get that pond shoveled so we can settle this, okay, kiddo?
Consider it done.
Let's go shovel the pond after we go talk to Chantal.
Hello?
Hi, Chantal. It's Nancy Drew.
You know who's behind the accident?
Not quite yet.
Oh.
About Tino, I'm not totally comfortable with the idea of consulting with him on this case.
Why not? Two heads are always better than one, and I find him to be very knowledgeable and kind of charming.
Ew. Just, ew, Chantal, ew.
Do you know what he did when we were on that train trip Laurie Gerard arranged?
He didn't go into a lot of detail, but he did say that that's all water under the bridge. In fact, I insist that if and when you're stumped about something,
Then
you ask
go.
Tino to help you out. That's what I'm paying him
Ignore me.
for. Agreed?
Agreed.
Good.
I'd like to hear more about the accidents that have been happening around here.
The first thing that happened was the worst. The Farringdale family
Then
and Becky the cook all came down
go.
with food poisoning and had to be hospitalized. Somehow, the
Then
potato salad got contaminated. Although Becky
keep it going.
swears it
You're
wasn't
halfway
because
up. Go.
of anything she did. I cannot
No, 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 no.
tell you how awful it was.
Dude.
All 5 people became
No.
violently ill at roughly the same time. But were they
No.
all in the same room? Of course not. They were spread out all over the
Bad.
lodge. Poor
No, you
Elsa
don't do
was
that.
cleaning for days. And the odor? Oh my gosh.
He
Anyway,
immediately went for my food.
then Carl Jenkins slipped on the stairs outside and broke his leg. Then Lou Talbot's window was broken. Then Elsa the maid's tires were slashed. Then the phone wires were cut. And then... Oh yeah. And then the Southwaites were almost overcome by fumes.
Yeah,
Gas
nom nom
prices
nom for me,
were
not nom nom nom
So,
for him.
who's suing you?
No one yet. But my lawyers are afraid it's just a matter of time and are trying to figure out what preventative measures to take.
Did you know that some photos are missing from the display case in the lobby?
Really? Last I looked, they were all there. I think.
The caption for them says something like, "Young and old have stayed at Icicle Creek Lodge."
I can't remember what they were pictures of, and I sure don't know why they'd be missing.
That bone trapper Dan found is missing from its case, too.
First the accident, now someone's stealing from me? Nancy, you've got to find out what's going on there. If you don't, I'll never be able to convince my dad I'm not a loser. Ever.
I'd better get back to work.
One more thing. Ask Yanni if it would be all right if I used his name and picture on the Icicle Creek Lodge website. I mean, when I finally have a website, it would be great publicity, okay?
Sure.
Good. Talk to you soon.
Hey, Nancy! I was wondering when your number there was gonna show up on caller ID. This is Dino Balducci. Remember me? From that last train to Blue Moon Canyon we went on? Yeah, I'm the one who helped you find that long-lost treasure.
I
I'm
have
not
that game
sure
now.
helped is the right word, Mr. Balducci.
Please, call me Tino.
In fact, Tino, I'm a little surprised you're still in law enforcement, considering some of the unethical, if not illegal, stunts you pulled back then.
Hey, that's all behind me. Ancient history. Water under the bridge. So, looks like we're gonna be working together on this sabotage thing, huh?
Looks like.
Well, you'll be happy to know that I'm working on something that'll pretty much crack this case wide open. But in the meantime, what can I do you for?
I'm curious, how do you know Chantal?
Friend of a friend heard about all the problems she was having up there and immediately figured she could use my crime-solving expertise. So I gave her a call, we had lunch, we hit it off, and bingo. I got myself a new client.
How many clients do you have?
I have enough. I mean,
Uh-huh.
you know, you go spreading yourself too thin in this business, and the next thing you know, crime out the wazoo. Hey,
Yeah,
look, you sure you don't
the
need a hint or
wazoo.
something?
Maybe later.
Oh. Well, Chantel hired me to be at your disposal, so you know where to find me. Arrivederci.
Bye.
Um, not there yet. Okay.
What are you doing? Go shovel
Ah,
off the
I forgot.
pond so Lou and I can skate.
I forgot. I'm sorry. Sorry. Jeez. I have one person.
Oh, no.
Is something wrong?
You are what is wrong. Chantal said there will be no more guests to make noise at all hours and disturb my training. Yet what stands before me? A new guest.
No, I'm not a guest. I'm Nancy Drew, the new maid, and the new cook.
Forgive me. Allow me to start over. I am Yanni Vokstaya. I am here to train for the Eastern European Cross Country Championship. I spend my days doing interval work, drills, and isometric exercises. I follow a strict program, one painstakingly designed by a team of the best coaches in Fredonia. In fact, under no circumstances are you to use your key to let anyone into my room. My competitors are constantly spying on me, trying to steal my techniques.
You think someone's spying on you way out here?
One can never be too careful, so know this. If anything is missing or so much as out of place in my room, you can expect a visit from me, and it will not be a pleasant one.
Chantal would like to use your name and picture on her website when she gets it up and running. Would that be okay?
I'm sorry, but no.
You
Oh,
seem kind of sus.
well, so much for that. Have you ever seen the wolf while you were out training?
No, for which I'm very grateful. In my country, in Fredonia, it is said that the gaze of the
You're
wolf
sus.
will make you go blind.
No.
Really?
They are creatures of infinite evil, and that is all I'm going to say on the matter.
You're busy, so I'll let you go.
Come back anytime.
Need something?
You look busy. What are you making?
I'm building something that's gonna solve all our problems. A wolf trap. One that'll finish off that thing out there once and for all.
You think the wolf is causing the accidents?
Not a doubt in my mind. Everything was A-OK till it showed up and started howling. It's bad luck, and something's protecting it. Something unnatural.
Why do you say that?
Yesterday I went looking for it. I
Oh
tracked
my
it
God.
and finally found it, sitting across the creek.
Hi,
Not 20
Bullsdax, bye,
yards away
Bullsdax.
from
Have
me,
a good
just
learn.
staring
Have to
at
get
it.
your ride home.
So I raised my
I'm having
rifle,
an okay stream.
drew
We
a bead,
restarted
and
again, though.
fired.
No,
Easiest
we're just
shot
looking.
I've ever taken in my life. And I missed. So I fired again, and I missed, and then I missed again, and again. And all the while it just sat there staring until finally it just stood up, walked toward the brush just as calm as could be, and disappeared. Wild animals just don't act like that, and I just don't miss like that. There's something real weird about that wolf, and I ain't gonna rest till I get rid of it. So maybe we should just find something else
Where's
to
that
job
one
about.
girl?
You met my little girl yet?
No, but you mentioned that her name is Freddie?
Yep. Spends most of her time outside. She built herself a little snow fort. Just sits out there waiting for somebody to go by so she can pick a snowball fight with them. I keep asking her how she manages to stay warm all day, but she won't tell me. Says she's got a secret weapon. Yeah, she's something.
How long have you worked for Chantal?
About a year and a half. I was her first hire. Best hire, too. I could run this place single-handed if I had to, just like I'm doing now.
Have you ever been in the guest lodge business before?
I tried my hand at it once. Long story short, didn't work out. But I've learned a whole lot since then. I could make it work now. Just need to find the right property, get my hands on enough cash to make a down payment, that's all.
Does your wife, Freddie's mom, does she live here too?
In the summer she does, but in the winter she goes south. See, she's got this nerve condition that makes her real sensitive to cold. Freddie'd like to go with her, but until Chantal stops putting off giving me that raise she promised me, sending Freddie south too is out of the question.
How do you explain what happened to Carl Jenkins, the former guest who slipped on the stairs and broke his leg?
Can't explain it. One minute those stairs were clear and dry, next minute they're slick with ice and he's lying at the bottom of them.
Could a broken pipe or something have been to blame?
This place hasn't had so much as a leaky faucet since I came aboard. I keep everything screwed down tight and running right. You ask me, somebody iced those stairs down on purpose. 'Cause it wasn't nothing I did, no sir. No sir.
I'll let you get back to work.
See you later.
Okie dokie. Not what I meant to do. Okay, she's not there.
I better not follow this trail until I know for sure where it goes.
Who goes there?
Nancy Drew?
Nancy Drew shall not pass unless and until she proves herself worthy.
And how does she do that?
By hitting the Snow Princess 10 times. Snowballs only, no ice balls.
What are ice balls?
Snowballs made of ice. If you get hit with one, it can knock you out. So don't throw any or I'll tell my dad.
You must be Ollie's daughter, Freddie.
I am the Snow Princess. Prepare to defend yourself.
I was not paying attention. I got distracted by chat. Oh, dear Jesus.
The Snow Princess surrenders. For now.
Max, you're not supposed to do that. Obviously. Jeez.
The face from a clock, it's all melted. Part of the timing device that was used to trigger the bomb that blew up the bunkhouse, maybe? Guess I better get this pond shoveled off.
13. Whoops. Not far enough. Oops. Oh my god. Okay, so there's one there. Oops. Right idea, wrong area. Oops, wrong one. Oh no.
That ought to do it. Wait a second. Those look like wolf tracks. Maybe I should find out where they go.
Thank you.
Weird. Looks like some kind of monument. What's this doing here? Strange. It's halfway in and halfway out. This thing must open up somehow.
Wrong way. Why? Why are you staring at me, bud? I'm not sharing with you. You tried stealing it. Is this the way to go then?
Sounded like an explosion. What's that noise? Oh no! buried in snow. I've got to dig myself out before I run out of air. I'll never make it. I can barely breathe. Someone's up there. Help! I'm down here, right under you. Can you hear me? Help! I can't breathe. Purdy, thank goodness. Easy. It's okay. I'm not real happy about the situation either. It's gone, but thanks to that hole it dug, I can breathe again. Now if I can just pull myself out.
Yes, Wolfie is the hero.
This must have been made by the explosion I heard. A fossil. Cool. Wonder what kind of rocks those are.
Let's get out of here.
Much better. It was really cold.
Avalanche Patrol, what's your location?
I'm calling from the Icicle Creek Lodge, but I wanted to report an avalanche at Chicken Ridge.
Anyone injured or trapped?
Not anymore.
We'll check it out. Thanks for the heads up. Hey, wait a minute. You know Ollie Randall?
The handyman here at the lodge?
He's also on the patrol. Do me a favor and tell him that the explosives training in Calgary has been postponed till next month.
Explosives training?
Sometimes the patrol has to use explosives to bring down unstable snow. Yearly training sessions are mandatory. Ollie'll know what I'm talking about.
I'll tell him.
Appreciate it.
One more thing. Have any of you guys been setting off explosives anywhere near the Icicle Creek Lodge recently?
Nope, sure haven't.
Well, thanks. Bye.
There she is.
Well, who are you?
My name's Nancy Drew.
Perhaps what I should have asked Nancy is, what are you? You're obviously much too young to be a paying guest.
I'm the new maid.
Oh, the new maid. Thank goodness. I was wondering how much longer the owner expected us to endure these conditions and still pay full price.
How long has Elsa been gone?
2 days, I think. Maybe even 3. I don't know. It's all a blur of dirt and dust and soap residue. My name is Guadalupe Comillo. My friends call me Lupe. 2 things, dear. First, the alarm clock is missing from my room. I don't necessarily need another one. I just don't want to be
You found her
charged for
alarm
that,
clock at the
seeing as I
thingy
have
bob.
no idea where it went to. Second, be a doll and clean my room first. It'll hardly take you any time at all, especially compared to the other rooms. The other guests are all men.
Single men.
Well, I'm happy to report that I've already cleaned your room.
Excellent.
What are you looking at through the binoculars?
Birds. I'm watching birds.
Sauce.
That's what I am, you see, a bird watcher. Sometimes I go outside and watch, and sometimes I stay inside. It all depends on what the birds feel like doing and what I feel like doing.
So
Oh,
that's what
big
brought you to
stretches.
Icicle Creek Lodge, the birding?
Absolutely.
Good boy.
The place is a veritable birding paradise, even in winter. In fact, in the short time I've been here, I've seen hawks, eagles, orioles, cardinals, jays, nothing truly rare. But to a wildlife lover such as myself, seeing them in such a spectacular setting is thrilling nonetheless.
Have you met the other guests?
I've bumped into them at one time or another, yes. I don't spend all my time in front of this window. That Yanni fellow, he's very talented but extremely intense. His whole life revolves around being the best in the world. As for the two who are always sitting across the way playing that silly game, the older man, Bill Kessler, he's no deep thinker, but he's nice enough. But the other one, that college student, talking to him is like trying to converse with a giant turnip. No social graces whatsoever. I almost prefer talking to the handyman. Almost. Anyone that intent on destroying something as glorious as that wolf is hardly worth talking to.
Oh boy.
Have you ever seen the wolf that's been hanging out around here?
No. Not that I'm looking for it, of course. Yanni occasionally skis by, and that dullard of a
Are you
student,
sure
I see
you
him
want
snowshoeing
her?
occasionally. But I've yet to see the wolf. Have you seen it?
Yeah, up close and personal, as a matter of fact.
How did it act? Was it aggressive? Did it look injured?
I found a bunch of wolf tracks beyond the pond. You could follow them and see it for yourself.
Maybe I will. Have you told anyone else what you just told me?
No?
Good. Don't.
Oh boy.
You see, I'd like to see this wolf for myself, and I don't want everyone else
She's
going
just
after it
so
and scaring
sus.
it away. And there's no telling what that trigger-happy handyman might do. So it'll just be our little secret, all right?
I'll let you go.
Au revoir.
What? Excuse me? Someone shed some light on what the heck what just happened at her ending?
Order up.
Thank
Order
you.
up. Order up.
I am not even trying that. Okay. 2 pickles, no onion. No! 2 pickles, no onion. 2 pickles, no onion. Ah! 2 pickles, no onion.
Order up.
Okay. 2 cheese, no onion, no mustard.
Order up.
2 lettuce, 2 onion, no pickle, no tomato. Hooray! We did it! Wrong way. Wrong way again. Oh, not there. Okay. We should probably call Sheriff Mohican.
Sheriff's office, this is Mohican.
Hi, this is Nancy Drew at the Icicle Creek Lodge. We met the other night when you were investigating the bunkhouse explosion.
Oh, yeah, that bright kid from the States.
Oh yeah, that bright kid from the
Well,
States.
I found
There's
a
more
melted
than one
clock
bright kid in
face
the
close
States.
to
Thank
where
you
the
very much.
bunkhouse used to be. And I wondered if it could have been what triggered the explosion. You know, the timer.
I found that clock face, too. Left it there because any fingerprints on it would have melted away along with everything else. And besides, Ollie Randall said all the room clocks at the lodge looked like that. Could have been one that was in the bunkhouse to begin with.
Oh, right.
You shouldn't go poking around on your own like that. There could still be explosives lying around. Although, I hear it takes a pretty big bang to set off C4.
C4?
Plastic explosive? That's what blew up the bunkhouse. Lab results came in less than an hour ago.
Did the lab results show anything else?
Nope. Unfortunately, that bunkhouse wasn't particularly well made, so when it exploded, pretty much everything got melted into a blob or blown to smithereens or burned to a crisp.
That C4 plastic explosive stuff, I'm assuming it's not something you can just buy at your basic hardware store?
No, but it's not that difficult to get. Not if you're in the military or do any kind of demolition. In Eastern Europe, it's called Semtex. It's not that hard to handle either. For somebody who's had training in explosives, it's a piece of cake.
Do you need some kind of permit to hunt wolves around here?
No, ma'am.
You mean Ollie Randall can go after that white wolf that's been hanging around outside the lodge and just shoot it?
Yes, ma'am. It's always open season on wolves out here. You can kill as many of them as you want.
Somehow that doesn't seem right.
Well, the animals wolves go after don't have a problem with it. I can guarantee you that.
Do I tell him? Do I not tell him? I don't know if I can still call Avalanche Patrol if I do. I don't know, I've never done it.
I almost got caught in an avalanche at Chicken Ridge that was triggered by a big explosion.
An explosion? Are you sure it wasn't just the sound of someone shooting a rifle, maybe?
No, it sounded like someone had set off a bomb. In fact, afterwards I found a crater, like someone had deliberately blown a hole in the ground underneath the snow.
Unless it was someone shooting off fireworks or something. I have no idea what it could have been.
I'll let you get back to work.
Have a good day.
Avalanche Patrol, what's your location?
I really don't have anything to report.
Okay.
Still need to do that. That's finished. Been there, been there, been there, been there, done that. That's finished. That's finished. That's finished. Can't check. Oops, haven't done that. Can't check that off yet. Been there. Still, that's finished. Check. Been there, done that. Been there, done. Can't check that. Can't check that off yet.
Oh. Already did it.
What you need?
The Avalanche Patrol asked me to tell you that the explosives training session in Calgary has been postponed till next month.
Well, hallelujah. I didn't
Been
really
there,
want to go
done that.
anywhere until I finished off that wolf. Now I won't have to.
So, you're on the Avalanche Patrol, huh?
Yep, dang. I just remembered. Patrol wants me to keep an eye on Skookum Ridge for the next couple of weeks. Here, there's the key to the snowmobile. Take it out to Skookum Ridge and see if there's been an avalanche.
You want me to check it out?
Seat it so you don't have to worry about the cold. Make sure you call the patrol and give them a report when you're done. You can handle that, can't you?
You bet.
Good.
Ah, not this again.
2 more things. That Bill Kessler guy's getting bored being the only one around here doing any ice fishing. He wants competition. So if he says anything to you, just remember that Chantal wants you to keep the guests we got happy. Other thing is, the cold snap's on its way. You think it's cold now? Just wait. Gotta be real careful anytime you're outside. So, we done here?
Have you seen that strange concrete monument thing that's out there on the trail?
Trapper Dan's Needle? Course.
Is there a way to get into it, do you know?
Don't know, don't really care. Maybe something in that display up in the lobby will tell you what you want to know.
I'll let you get back to work.
It tells
Keep
us
me
nothing.
posted.
Hello?
Hi, it's Nancy Drew.
Did you ask Yanni about using his picture yet?
Yes, but he said no.
Darn. Well, thanks for trying.
Is it true that you promised Ollie a raise, but you haven't given it to him yet?
He told you that? I can't believe it.
Meaning...
Okay, I mentioned to Ollie once that I thought he maybe deserved a raise, and now every time I turn around, he's all like, "Where's the raise you promised me? Where's the raise you promised me?" Doesn't he realize I have a few other things to think about right now? I swear, sometimes that crabby little whiner drives me nuts.
That's it for now.
Don't let me down, okay?
Hey, Nancy. What you need?
I'd better go.
You need help? Just give me a call.
I gotta remember if I talked to him or not yet. Let's actually get the numbers.
Contents deleted. Wonder why.
Hello?
Hi, Chantal. It's Nancy again.
So, have you cracked the case, as Tino likes to say?
Still working on it.
Oh,
How come the entries for last year were deleted from the guest register?
they've been deleted?
That's what the computer says. Contents deleted.
Well, I didn't delete them. Freddie.
Why would she delete something on your computer?
You know how kids are these days. Always hacking into computers, programming them to spread viruses and steal passwords and blow up the world.
I think that's only in movies. Besides, pretty much all this person had to do was press the delete key.
I still say it was Freddie. Last week, I called that Snow Princess game she's always playing idiotic. I think it hurt her feelings. But she just got done plastering me with snowballs. What'd she expect me to say? That felt great. Do it again?
The guests that are in the lodge now, did any of them stay here last year?
Let's see. Lou Talbot stayed here last summer, but only very briefly. His car'd broken down and he was waiting for a tow truck. Oh, and Yanni, he was here last winter. He and his trainer, they were checking out places to train. They didn't stay long either.
I'd better get back to work.
Answers, Nancy. I need answers.
I forgot that we already did that. Actually, before we start calling, I want to go here, go there, go there. Okie dokie. If I can not mess it up.
Hello?
Hi, Ned. It's Nancy.
Hey, Nance. I couldn't tell it was you because you're not calling from your cell phone.
No coverage out here. I'm in the middle of the Canadian Rockies, remember?
Oh, I haven't forgotten. Everything okay?
Well, as a matter of fact, just as I got here, the bunkhouse blew up.
Yikes. So there was another act of sabotage?
Looks that way. The sheriff found traces of a plastic explosive called C4 on some of the debris.
So if whoever blew up the bunkhouse is the same person who's been causing the accidents, you're looking for someone who knows something about explosives.
Looks that way,
Don't mind my
yeah.
cursor, I'm just
Well,
trying to
that's a
stop my.
pretty good lead.
There we go.
What else have you got?
A lone wolf has been hanging out around the lodge lately.
Wolf? That's kind of cool.
No, what's cool is that it dug me out of an avalanche and saved my life.
You're kidding me. Why would a wolf do that?
I don't know. Yet.
So, you've got a wolf hanging around that acts like Lassie. What else?
Bad news. Chantal is insisting that if I need help, I get it from this police consultant she hired. A guy named Tino Balducci.
Tino Balducci? Not that cop
That's
who...
the one.
How does Chantal know him?
Someone introduced them and he charmed her into hiring him. And now I have to get all my hints from him.
Well, I'm sure he'll be very helpful. Not as helpful as
No,
say, I would have been, of course, but very helpful.
Are you familiar with a book by Jack London called The Call of the Wild?
Sure, it's about a dog who winds up leading a pack of wolves. It's a classic. Why do you ask?
Because I found a copy of it in Lou's room.
Interesting. Maybe he's got something to do with the wolf that's been lurking around outside the lodge.
I was thinking the same thing. He does spend a lot of time outside by himself. He says he's snowshoeing, but maybe he's up to something else. Something that ties in with the wolf somehow.
Or maybe the fact that he's reading that book is all just a big coincidence.
Yeah, that could be too.
As I recall, it was a pretty good book.
The guy who built Icicle Creek Lodge also built this weird concrete pyramid thing nearby that everyone calls Trapper Dan's Needle.
What's it for?
No one knows, but there was a piece of black nylon-type fabric sticking out of it. Like there's a door in it and someone had snagged their clothes on it on their way in.
So you think there's a door, but you can't see one?
Right.
Well, just keep poking around. If something's got a front door, it usually has a back door, too.
Guadalupe Comillo says she's a bird watcher, but I'm not so sure.
Why do you say that?
For one thing, most birders will go on for hours about the birds they've seen or the birds they want to see, but not her. In fact, birds seem to be the last thing on her mind.
And for another thing?
She just doesn't seem to have the patience a person would need to spend all day looking for birds.
So what's the real reason she's there?
I don't know that. Yet. Gotta go. I'll call you again.
Good luck up there. And
Be careful. Goodbye, Ned.
And pick me up a double-double while you're at it, okay? Yo, what's up?
Is this Elsa Sybilhoff?
Used to be. Now it's just Sybil.
Sybil?
Sybil. That's what I'm going to call myself when I audition for Canadian Idol.
You're no longer a maid?
How'd you know I was a maid? Who's this?
My name's Nancy Drew. I'm calling from the Icicle Creek Lodge. I hear you had some tire problems while you were here?
Oh, yeah, right. It was that wolf. I heard it howling one night, and the next morning I went outside, and it just ripped my tires apart, every single one of them. That place is jinxed. I had to quit. Working there was just plain dangerous. So, if you're trying to deny my unemployment claim, forget it. I had every right to leave that job.
No, I'm just trying to get additional information, that's all.
Oh, well,
Not
bad
macaroni.
stuff was happening all
Sub.
over the place up there. One guy fell down the stairs and broke his leg, his whole family got food poisoning, and now I hear they got bombs going off up there. It's just a bad place to work, you know? My unemployment claim is totally legit.
Your tires getting all torn up like that didn't have something to do with L, did it?
L?
L, as in I'm going to sell your collection of troll dolls on eBay?
You found his stupid letters. Okay, so it was Larry, my insanely jealous ex-boyfriend. He got all crazed when I couldn't take time off to visit him and slashed my tires. psycho. I blamed it on the wolf so I'd have a legitimate reason to quit and get on the pogie for a while. I just needed some time off and some cash, just enough to jumpstart my career, you know? Because I got talent, I really do. But you're right, I shouldn't have lied like that. Look, I'll contact the unemployment office and tell them the truth, okay?
Good idea. What happened to Larry?
We
All
ran
I
out of
know
milk,
is he's
so I
finally
can't
out
make
of
you
my
any.
life.
I am sorry.
Take it from me. Do not ever, ever, ever think for 1 second that having a jealous boyfriend is in any way, shape, or form a good thing. Because it's not. It's the worst. Got that, Nanook?
Nanook.
Nancy.
In fact, I'm writing a song about it. It's called Slash Your Jealousy, Spare My Tires. Get it? Spare My Tires.
Make
I'll
it stop.
probably sing it on Canadian Idol. Hey,
Please
you
don't.
want to hear it?
No. In fact, I'd better get going. Good luck on the show, though, and thanks for the advice.
Anytime.
Hello?
Hi, is this Mr. Jenkins?
Yeah, this is Carl. Missed you.
Well, my name is Nancy Drew. I heard that you had an accident at Icicle Creek Lodge and wondered if you could tell me a little more about it.
Not much to tell. Take that, Captain Keen. I went there to do a little ice fishing, and I slipped going down some stairs, fractured my tibia in 2 places. Can't work, can't go out. All I can do is sit around and play this stupid video game. Oh, no, you don't.
I understand the stairs were a little icy.
They were covered with ice. I was lucky I didn't fracture my skull. Yes, yes. Hey, look, I'm about 4 laser strikes away from ruling the Gargoulian Galaxy, so I gotta go, okay? You got any more questions? Check with the people at the lodge. Gotcha.
Check with people at the lodge. Gotcha.
Hello?
Hi, are you Mrs. Farringdale?
Put your socks on in the car, okay? We're late. This better not be a sales call because I really don't have time.
No, my name is Nancy Drew, and I'm calling from the Icicle Creek Lodge.
My name
you
is
know,
Nancy
in
Drew.
Canada.
After what happened to me and my family, I have no intention of going back there ever, no matter how many freebies you throw in. I thought I made that clear.
Put that cookie down and get in the car.
I'm not really with the lodge. I just wondered if you could tell me what happened.
The 3 of us had meatloaf, potato salad, and green beans for dinner one night. And by 4 the next morning, we were all sick as dogs and had to be taken to the hospital. We recovered quickly, thank goodness. But the minute we got out, we went straight to the airport. I will never set foot in that lodge again. The worst of it is, I made poor little Susie eat all of her potato salad that night. Eat it, I said. It's cold out. You need the carbs. Now she refuses to eat any kind of potatoes,
Oof.
even French fries. All our friends think she's a freak, and all our friends' mothers think I'm a freak for going to Canada for winter break instead of Disney World like everyone else. Turn that TV
You be off.
I have to go. Susie's got a soccer game, and I'm snack mom. Only I haven't been to the store yet. Maybe I can sneak out during halftime.
Sure, just pull out the orange slices and no one will notice.
Oh my gosh, the orange slices. Susie, get in the car. We have to go right now.
Okay then.
Hello?
Hello?
I've got it, sweetheart.
Hi, is this Brenda and Derek Southwaite?
Yes, it is.
Is this a solicitation?
What's a solicitation?
You're so suspicious.
Only because you can be way too nice for your own good, darling.
I'm not selling anything. I just want to ask you about your recent stay at Icicle Creek Lodge.
You mean Gassica Leak Lodge?
Oh, very clever, sweetie. Gas was leaking from so many places while we were there. It's a wonder the place didn't blow sky high.
I heard something about your almost being overcome by fumes in the sauna.
Well, we had just gone ice skating, so we decided to warm up in the sauna. So we were sitting in there, and everything was fine until both of us started feeling a little woozy.
We started feeling a lot woozy.
And the next thing we knew, that Russian skier came in.
Actually, I think he was Slovakian.
The point is, he told us he smelled gas and thought we should get out, so we did.
Barely. By that point, the fumes were making us both ill, if you know what I mean.
That poor skier. By the time he helped us get out of there, he was almost as green as we were.
Awful experience.
Horrible. And it was our honeymoon.
At least the owner had the decency to give us a full refund.
Oops, the shuttle's here, sweetheart. We're off to Aspen. Kind of a second first honeymoon.
Long story short, if you're thinking about going to Icicle Creek Lodge,
Where's
don't.
Aspen?
Well, I appreciate the advice.
Never
Have
heard
fun.
that place.
Oh, we will. Bye.
Bye.
Okay. Woo.
Still need to do that.
Get rid of that. Oops.
The sign's not buried, so I guess there hasn't been an avalanche.
Ah, I didn't turn burn. Oh dear Jesus. Whoops. Oh, I made it without destroying. I've never drove before. I don't like the idea of driving. So, yeah.
I feel warmer already.
Avalanche Patrol, what's your location?
Actually, I'm calling on behalf of Ollie Randall. He wanted me to tell you that there hasn't been any avalanche activity out at Skookum Ridge.
I was wondering when we were going to hear from him. Thanks for the report.
No problem.
You check out Skookum Ridge.
Yep, no avalanche. There's your snowmobile key.
You make a report to the Avalanche Patrol.
Sure did.
What else do you want?
I'd better get back upstairs.
Good.
Okay.
Been there, done that. Been there, done that.
Kessler.
Nancy, hey, got a proposition for you. Ever been ice fishing?
No, but I've always wanted to try it.
Well, you're about to. Here's the deal. I need some competition, so I want you to go out there and try to catch a bigger fish than I caught yesterday, which means you gotta catch a 2-foot northern pike. Now, it's a bit of a hike out to the lake, but the shack is solar heated, so it's nice and warm inside. So what do you say, kiddo? You game?
Anything to make you guests happy.
Atta girl.
Is this the first time you've been to the lodge?
Yep, sure is.
Are you by any chance related to Rolf Kessler, the guy who used to build carousels around the turn of the last century?
No idea.
I've kept you awake long enough.
Hasta siesta.
Yes?
I'll let you go.
Ta-ta!
Well, now we were given something to do. Yep, too far. Too far again. There we go.
Now, how dare you trespass here? You shall pay for your insolence.
Yeah, mask.
You won, so you may pass.
I'm starting to get really cold. Oh my gosh. It looks like someone came in here and just wrecked everything, including the fishing gear. So much for catching a 2-foot northern pike. Left behind by whoever trashed this place, maybe? 202-555-7237. That's a U.S. phone number. I'm starting to get really cold. I feel warmer already.
What's that?
Somebody left me a note.
Oh, this one's from Freddy. Yeah, that one's Freddy.
What you need?
Someone went into the ice fishing shack and ruined all of Bill Kessler's equipment.
Probably some animal-loving eco-fanatic who figured it was time to save the fish.
So much for trying to catch a bigger fish than Mr. Kessler.
Say no more. There's my tackle box. It's all yours. Kessler tried to rope me into competing with him, but I can't very well do that when you've got my hook and line now, can I?
No, I don't suppose you can.
What else do you want?
That's all the questions I had.
Keep me posted.
Actually, I know what we can do right now. These are some of the words she should have said. So are those ones. Or any of those. Tickety! What can we do right now without messing up again? We can call. Oh, I know who we can do. Who we can call real quick. Because they are so much fun to call.
You have reached Run and Grow Free, a non-profit organization dedicated to making sure that the wild animals of North America remain wild. No one can take your call at the moment because all of our volunteer staff is busy blocking access to California's wilderness areas in order to protect their cougar, bear, and condor populations. But if you leave your name and number after the beep, someone will eventually get back to you. Especially if you want to make a donation.
Oh, thanks. You were just so lovely. Oh, there is the trigger. Okay. So, what can we do next?
Oops, check. That's finished. Check. Still need to do that.
Let's risk it. Risk it for the biscuit.
Halt! By order of the Snow Princess, you shall not pass. You win! Bombs away! Whatever you're really cold, just squeeze the toasty pack and you'll get a burst of heat. It only works when you're already cold, and you can only use one toasty pack at a time.
I'm starting to get really cold.
There's a log. Sturgeon fish that will attack.
I broke my line.
I was so close. Didn't mean to catch the boot. Oh yeah, nice of her. They don't really work.
That won't do. Close, but no cigar.
Close but no cigar. Oh, well, yeah, I have on my personal one before I had to restart because I realized I'm a dum-dum.
There we go, a 2-foot northern pike. No more fishing for me.
And right before 5:30. It's fine. Smack. Oh boy. Look how intense that was.
Oh my gosh! Whoever threw that ice ball at me must have set off an explosion that shattered the ice. And my jacket's gone. No wonder I'm so cold. A coat. I need to make it to shore by jumping from ice floe to ice floe and put on that coat before I freeze to death. I don't know whose this is or why that wolf left it here, but at least now I won't freeze to death. Ah, warm again. There's a note in one of the pockets.
6512.
Since I can't go back the way I came, maybe these tracks will lead me to shelter. Avalanche Ridge. Ugh, not exactly reassuring. The snow's so deep, I'm sinking up to my knees. Ski tracks, probably Yanni's. I bet if I follow them, I'll wind up back at the lodge. I can't stop shivering. I need to get in and out of the cold, like, soon.
Oh, dear Jesus. Speedy time.
I feel warmer already.
We made it. It's in the red. That's not what I meant to do. Well, I think that's where I'm actually gonna end it for today. So, let's save it. Okie dokie. Well, I hope y'all have a good day. I am going to go there. I'm going to go ahead and raid Gibby Gaming. And I hope y'all have a good day.